has a more, how should we say, modern equivalency.
It does?
Oh, yes.
Shades of Grey. Oh, 50 Shades of Grey. No, I was thinking about the Monkees song, Shades of Grey.
I don't know.
See, this is all very new now. Facebook has changed again.
Well, there you go, and it'll probably change again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and more.
Well, I'll click here so that we can see our comments.
Well, that's good. I should be able to see comments here, but I don't. Please, really?
I'm so worried about your tail and the candle. Do you not understand?
Let's please, somebody take this cat off our hands. She'll be much happier with you. She's just the most obsessive cat in the entire world.
There we go. It's better that way.
No, she's going to obsess about something else now. Oh, look, so some people are joining us. I see this. I see them coming online and somebody's already mashed the like button. Thank you for liking us. Oh, and more people. Mash that like button. Go on. Knock it out. It's a Friday. Knock it out the pot.
Hi, Kim.
So there we go. Yes.
I have 5 people watching.
Well, I'm catching up slowly. And good morning, Gilda. I was going to say, I'm wondering who they are. If they say hi, they can say hi, and we'll say hi back because we do that. Because it being Friday.
Friday.
TGIF.
Yes.
Thank goddess it's Friday.
Thank goddess it's Friday. Good morning, Pam.
Thank the gods. That would be TTGIF, wouldn't it?
Thank goddess.
Thank the gods. Hello, Wendy. Good morning to you. How you doing?
Life continues to be entertaining.
Oh, may we live in interesting times.
It's a Chinese curse.
It is.
But we just deal.
We do. We must. That's all you can do. Anyway, good morning and welcome to the late morning show, Elevensies, with Lisa and Anton, because it is officially 11 o'clock.
Right. So some people have a late show. Some people have a morning show. We have a late morning show.
We're fashionably early or fashionably late. I don't know. We're early for a late show or late for an early show.
Well, you know.
It's a late morning show. It kind of works for us.
We have to be unique. Hello, Nessa.
We're something.
So Friday is usually the day we talk about our history. I don't know what we called it. Freaky Friday?
Fantastic. Fantastic Fridays. Because Fridays are pretty well fantastic. We got, for a lot of people, it's the end of the work week. Not so much for us, but it's...
No, the fun just begins on the weekends.
That's right. But we love our weekends too because we get to spend it with fun people and do wonderful things.
Hello to the other Pam. We have both Pams.
Oh, Pam. Marvelous.
Yes.
Pam A and Pam B.
We have Pam Cancer and Pam Scorpio.
Well, you know these things.
I do.
You know people's astrological sign probably more than you know their first name.
This is true. And Kendall. Good morning, Kendall.
Well, this is lovely.
Yes.
This is lovely. So we should continue the fantastic story of us. I'm not sure where we got to last time.
I don't know, but I think we should talk about trying to run businesses in 2 countries.
We did allude to that, didn't we? We were saying like we always have 2 of everything and we wind up with 2 ketchups in the wrong refrigerator somewhere.
Yeah, it was very funny.
It was like, we need ketchup. Yeah, we do, but we need ketchup in Wales. Not here.
But it was weird because we only really commuted one day.
Yeah.
It was a long commute.
It was a long-ass commute.
I'm not going to let you put your tail into the candle.
Yes, well, I'm sure she'll be back.
So that was kind of our day off, the day that we got on the plane, and we had so many miles that we could fly first class.
Yeah, we
get free upgrades.
We invariably got an upgrade because we traveled an awful lot.
We used to tease that the people at Newark didn't just tell us to F off, they said F off, sir, because we were Platinum Elite.
Yeah, we managed it when in Continental Airlines. We managed to get to Platinum Elite, which was entertaining, but not surprising, given that we
made 15 circuits one year.
Yeah, we've gone backwards and forwards a lot between 2. Yeah, but it was crazy. I mean, when I was working for the last company I worked for before I set my own business up, I was actually spending 5 hours a day in the car. Traveling, commuting from mid-Wales to Manchester. And that was just like, you're kidding me, right?
But, we lived above the shop here, so we didn't have far to go down the stairs to commute.
Yeah, not really much of a commute.
So that entire month's carbon footprint was really spent flying to England.
So, I worked at home and it was no problem. We could go, backwards and forwards. And it was only a 1 day's commute in a month, which wasn't too bad,
right?
Really, when
then
you think about it.
We'd get off the plane after about 3 hours sleep, because you lost 5 hours going that way. We'd get off the plane, drive into the grocery store, pick up groceries, drive back to our home, which was another hour from there.
Spend another 2 hours cleaning up after the bleeding cats.
Clean everything, put everything away.
This Minnie had probably dragged something through the cat flap.
And many times, if we had the energy, first we would drive to the store or 2 stores and drop off everything that we brought with us, because it was much cheaper, believe it or not, to pay for extra luggage than it was to try to ship. This is about 15 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been back since 2008.
Yeah.
2008 was our last trip to the UK.
So we used to bring our stock with us, and then we'd collect things in the UK, like the smoking dragons from Chorus, and bring them back this way.
I remember so they were lovely.
The customs people knew us by name. It was hysterical.
We got stories about that. One guy in particular.
Yeah, there's one guy in Birmingham Airport, the customs guy, because they would charge you VAT.
Yeah, we had to declare the stuff,
goods,
and we had to pay what's known as value-added tax.
So he would always give us the skinny on his escapades or his accolades. And the one time when we came through, there were, like giant holding cages in a little passageway that you went through
where they sort of
to get up.
Confiscated stuff.
And they were filled with 50 or 100-pound bags.
50-pound bags of walnuts. So what the hell's going on here?
And he said,
into the nut business?
Well, he said, believe it or not, I'm magical. If he only knew who he was talking to. He said, I reached into the bag of walnuts and pulled one out. And that was the only one in the bag that had been glued shut because it was filled with heroin.
Yp. And they had to crack every
single one walnut in each of these 50-pound bags filled with heroin. I mean, there was a hallway filled.
It was
with
wild.
This hold of
heroin
walnuts.
He did well out of that, I think. He discovered. But what a weird way to try. Yeah, because we walnuts full of heroin. Yeah, why not? I mean,
he would tell us all his stories.
Oh, yeah, there's some we can't repeat for the sake of decency.
Like ladies with things as mules with things in places that you wouldn't expect.
It's very strange and odd stuff. But, I mean, we used to have this, because we travel with all this excess baggage.
Yeah, we have like 24 pieces of luggage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and then we'd have to get to all these 2 carts each and run to the carousel and get all the boxes off the carousel, and then we go through
load
customs
it up precariously and go through customs, and then you get the raised eyebrow. Oh yeah, but when they realised, I mean, I'm sure they do a bit of background searching and all that sort of stuff. They realised that we're legitimate business people.
We're not bringing walnuts full of heroin.
Yeah, the
worst we were doing was bringing dried herbs.
Yeah, I think only right at the start for the first 2 or 3 times until they kind of got to know us that they
opened our packages
open a few things and have a sniff, which they're entirely entitled to.
And then, of course, going the other way, when we'd check in at Birmingham, we'd have another 12 or 15 boxes going the other way, because we would get...
we weren't exactly on first name terms with the Customs and Border Protection people at Newark, because there were too many of them, and it was just...
But we knew people by name in Birmingham, and the grounds manager, David, he was lovely.
What a nice guy. What a really nice guy.
And the one time we had checked in, we were bringing Mum and Dad over.
Yeah, we just on a rush trip.
We only had carry-on because we were just bringing them over something to do with their visas and stuff. So, of course, we had set up a house and in both sides, So we just had carry-on, and he looks at us and he said, "Where's your luggage?" And we said, "Well, here." And he said, "I think I have to go lay down." I have to go lay down.
He was such a nice fellow. I remember the one time when we got a phone call, because we would always go and when it was my mum and dad were alive at this point, and we'd stop with them because they lived fairly close to Birmingham. So the night before we'd take them out for dinner and all that sort of stuff, and then he could bring our car back and we'd stay with them, and we could come to the airport when we got back, sort of thing. So it kind of worked out. But the one time we're there and we get a call at like 0:30.
Oh,
I mean, like, what the hell's this? This is like sort of 4:30 in the morning, and we'd have probably been getting up in the next hour or so to go to the airport. And he calls and he said, "Look, I've just heard your airplane's gone technical, which means it's got a fault. So what I've taken the liberty of doing, if you can get here earlier, I can get you on the earlier flight, because at that time there were 2 flights today." I said, thank you so much.
Because we would have been stranded.
We'd have been stuck there for another day, and you
least,
know, So what a nice people.
There were some really nice people. There were.
You know, people are kind of nice around us. Have you noticed that? though? We always seem to get on.
Well, except the TSA, they were just always rude.
Some. I'm sure we'll meet a nice one eventually. but no, there were some people, which I don't know, maybe it's just us. Maybe we like to bring that. We treat people with courtesy and respect, and I think that's the thing, you know.
I think one of the strangest flights we ever took was shortly after 9/11. I think we flew on the 23rd of September that year.
Oh, right.
It was like a couple of weeks after 9/11.
Ghost town. And
the airport was a ghost town. And I think we brought one of our readers was coming over for their, we used to do like what we called a busman's holiday, where we would take a reader with us for the month. They would read at our stores in the UK a couple days a week, and then we'd take them sightseeing and
it was a fun gig. It wasn't. It didn't suck.
Take them to Stonehenge, Roll-Right, and Glastonbury, all those kind of things.
Maybe London, if time permits.
London once we did, yeah. But the flight after 9/11, we were in the President's Club, and the three of us drank 27 gin and tonics. Because there was
There was three of us, you understand.
Three of us drank 27 gin and tonics. They
just kept plying us with stuff.
Yeah, there was nobody there, so they just kept bringing them to us. And we each had a row on the airplane. There was nobody on the airplane.
Kind of vacant, yeah.
But, yeah, so we've been through some really weird things, you know?
Yeah. But, you know, these are precious sort of memories. They really are. Things have changed so much now.
Oh, yeah, because after 9/11, everything did change, really.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, the very first time, give you an example, the very first time, December 15th, 1998, when I actually flew to these sacred shores, little known thing...
Well, you were on British Airways, that's...
Well, yeah, I flew on British Airways, but I'm a pilot, so I asked if I could go up to the cockpit, and I sat in the jump seat for most of the ride, to be honest.
Didn't they give you ice cream?
Yeah, I brought ice cream and all that fun stuff. So it's kind of cool. That was interesting, you know. But
yeah.
But yeah, things have changed. I don't know. I think we've become, you know, very insular people, and it's very sad.
Well, I think everybody has kind of gone into preservation mode.
Surely,
especially with the pandemic. Everybody's just kind of in this, you know, take care of me isolation mode stuff. And I am a little concerned about how we're going to move forward as a society, you know.
Well, I think we've got to learn to be nice to one another again, you know.
Nice to one another, but we also have to learn how to care for one another.
Exactly.
You know,
exactly.
I mean, this whole unmask thing now, it's not really polite to ask somebody, are you vaccinated? So the unmasked people may not be vaccinated. We're going to create a society of vaccinated and infected people. It's
kind
really
of confusing
crazy.
Situation at the moment.
Very crazy.
I mean, our governor where we are in New York has said no, the mask mandate stays. So at least we know that for the moment. All we can hope is that more people actually do get vaccinated. You know, because there seems to be some kind of and
well,
this is just
the mistrust and survival thing
because people have been they've been fed so much crap
lied
for so
to
long.
And
I don't know who to trust anymore.
Well, you know, we always had a bumper
situation.
sticker that said, sure, you can trust the government. Just ask a whale or a Native American Indian. So people don't trust, you know. It's hard.
It is hard, isn't it? Hey, good morning, Sparky. It is. But for our part, and I think this is what makes it kind of magical, our store, is that, we try to do this wherever we go.
Safe haven kind of place. Yeah.
We try to be nice and accepting and warm. And, you know, if somebody's from a different country, a different culture, we want to learn about their stories. We want to know that we find that fascinating. You know, we want to understand. You know what? Tell me about the music you dance to. You know, don't want to try and see me dance to it, but I mean, you know,
right. But at this point, we also expect that they would respect our space.
The pollen is
and wear their mask while they're in the store.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're really nice to people. I would imagine if you've been in our store and you've experienced what it's like first time, it is very much like a place of safety and welcoming. But, you know, we would still ask that you treat everybody, you know, other customers, members of our staff, with respect. That's all we ask for when you come in. And that respect is given first, you know. Yeah, everybody has a story we know nothing about. We totally grok that.
Right.
But it's far nicer just to be nice to people.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to be important, but it's way more important to be nice. It really is. And if you do that, if you like reach out to people and be that bridge, not that wall, if you approach somebody with an embrace of love and kindness rather than hostility and fear, changes everything. Yep. Changes everything. No, look, even more people are joining us now.
I haven't looked, so I don't know what today's
You haven't looked what the card is?
Nope, I pulled it without looking.
We should take a poll and say, what card did we pick? For you psychics out there, what card did we just pick? I don't know, should we do the reveal? Should we, or should we talk more? Because we've only been wittering on for 14 minutes. We usually do 15. I don't know.
Oh, I thought at 11:11 we pulled the card.
See, now what do I know?
I don't know.
Apparently I know nothing of such technical matters, so we'll look at the card, and the card is the 8 of Cups.
Ah, there's a moon.
There is a moon. There is a moon, yes. And I think this sometimes, I love this card because this says so much. Sparky says the sun, and no, Sparky was the 8 of Cups, but good try. You get an A for effort there.
At least you guessed.
Right.
8 of Cups, all right.
Yeah, I love this card because sometimes, you know, especially because we were talking about problem solving yesterday, sometimes we can get so embroiled in a situation, we can't actually see clearly what we're trying to do. And sometimes you need to take a step back and put your head somewhere else. And this card very much is about, like, step aside for a while. They said, look, we haven't smashed everything. We haven't gone, oh, sod this and kicked all the cups to the floor. Okay. But we are taking a walk away from that. And it really is important sometimes to put your head, your mind, into something else. And when you come back to it, you can see it from a far broader perspective. You know, sometimes we can get so close to the situation. You know the old adage, when you're up to your ass in alligators, it's hard to remember your objective was to drain the swamp. So this is a need to just distance yourself from the project for a while. Walk away, maybe do something new. That's what, you know, we've got this growing. Well, it's not. It's a seafood crone in there, so I don't know what it is. But we've also got a full face.
We got a full moon.
It's kind of strange.
It's a mother crone moon because an 8 is coming to the end.
This could also be a lunar eclipse
or
solar eclipse.
We're coming for that. Yeah.
Ooh,
all right.
Don't you learn?
So
what's your reading for today?
My reading for the day is know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em kind of thing. It's okay.
We're going all Eagles.
No, that's
what's his name? Him with the guitar.
Kenny Rogers, the gambler.
Oh.
It's from The Gambler.
That's what I know.
This is
nothing.
It's okay to walk away when there's a no-win situation.
Yes.
If you have done all that you can,
mm-hmm.
and you can't get somebody to be nice or see it a different way,
mm-hmm.
it's okay to distance yourself. So I'm not, contradicting what we said about being nice to people. I'm not contradicting that we need to be more social. I'm just saying that there are some situations which you might face today, because this is our reading for today,
yes.
where you know that winning is not as important as preserving your sovereignty, preserving your sanity.
Yes.
So if you are in a situation that you absolutely know you cannot win, let preserving yourself be more important than the fight, and just walk away.
Mm-hmm.
They're not always worth it.
Yes, you meet that righteously indignant Karen, for want of a better word.
They're not always worth it.
Let's not engage there.
Yep.
Let's
just you've got your passion, you've got your you did your best, you built what you could, and now it's time to start a new phase of your life. Just know when to walk away.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Know when you can't help anymore, and when someone just won't.
Discretion, as they say, is the better part of valor.
So, like for you today, you're going to let somebody else
I
fix something because know when to walk away.
The problem is now at the base of the well, and I don't have the tools, or honestly, I'm not 20 years old, and I can't pull something up for 130 feet by myself without equipment.
We're having some issues here in Modena, and we're waiting for the guy to come and perform his miracle.
Come and pull it out and put a new Venturi or whatever it needs on the bottom of it.
Usually between us we can fix it, but this is a little out of our remit.
It's cheaper at this point. I mean, I could go and buy a winch, you know, and a derrick and all that sort of stuff.
But come on.
Maybe that's not the thing to do. You don't.
Maybe it's time to walk away and let somebody else.
Maybe it's time to let somebody who actually has the ability to pull this out and the tools necessary to do it, and not make a big fuss and palaver over it, to come and do that. So be it. You know, I mean, I fixed the pump. I did fix the pump. But it just won't hold its prime is the issue today. So there you go.
So it's all good.
I like Titan. I've heard good things about Young Wild. I don't know who that is. Would that be Jim Wild you're on about?
Oh, yeah. But Jim Wild only drills wells.
Yeah, I actually spoke with Jim this morning. Yep. So nice fella. It was a spoke. I shouted with Jim this morning because he was out with his drilling rig. I just couldn't. But yeah, we actually think Jim Wild is related to our former neighbour.
Oh,
yeah?
we know he is.
Oh, we know that then. So there you go. But yeah, we did give him a call, but he drills wells. So. But he did put us in touch with other people. So we're waiting for the nice man to come and pull the stuff out and see what we can do with it. Hopefully,
and fix it up.
And then we can dive in the shower. If not, we're going to be showering at 180. Yay! We might do that because that's our home. That's where we maintain our apartment. It surely is.
Alrighty.
All right. So listen, thank you guys for spending the morning with us. Hope it was vaguely interesting and we haven't bored everybody to death. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on the tube of you, you know, hit all the notification stuff. It's wonderful. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. If you'd like Skittle, please just let us know.
No, I'm not going to give her away.
Oh, come on.
But I was just worried she's going to put her tail in the candle.
She is obsessive. She's obsessive. She will not stop. That's the problem. She just obsesses about everything. Anyway, thank you so much. I think we're like well over on our time, so we should probably
we'll see you on
stuff.
Monday.
We'll see you on Monday. If we don't get to you over the weekend with some kind of box openings or something, you never know. There's always something going on.
Always something going on.
Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have an amazingly wonderful day. And
Skittle needs her own show. Well, she kind of has it. She's been commandeering Elevensies.
Right. We'd love to know what your thoughts are on who should narrate Skittle's show. What sinister evil person do you think should be Skittle? That should do it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching us. We'll bid you a wonderful, wonderful day.